So we're going to start in a heart bench today. So set your blocks up, one to hit your head and the other one will hit right below, support right below your shoulder blades. And we'll lay back, bottom tips of the blades. The edge of the first block hits right at the bottom tips of the blades, and then the second one's for your head. And you can do the tallest height or the second height. Just notice if your neck has any like kinks or anything like that. Clearly, we want to avoid that feeling. So settling in, do whatever feels best with your legs. You can just keep your knees bent or bring your feet to touch and knees open. I'm going to bring my feet about as wide as the mat and just let my knees knock in. Arms resting down towards the mat. And just allow the body to really soften into your props, right? They're here to support us. So giving yourself permission to really use this support, to let go, and do a little less work, right? We're supported by our props and we don't have to work quite so hard to keep the body up. Let's take a slow, deep inhale. Fill your lungs all the way. Open your mouth big. Exhale, sigh it out. And again, inhale, filling up, taking a little more air than the first breath. Open your mouth and exhale. Sigh it out. One more time. Inhale, breathe in. Open your mouth. Exhale. Seal your lips closed. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your nose. Cultivating our Ujjayi breath, allowing our breath to bring our awareness into our body, to center our mind. The breath can soothe the body. Interlace your hands over your head as you continue to breathe deeply. Straighten your legs out flat on the mat. Flex your feet. Reach through your heels. Flip your palms to face away from you. And then reach your hands away from your feet. Really flexing, reaching the heels far down to the edge of the mat. Take another big breath in. Big breath out. Good. And then release your hands, bend your elbows again. Just let the arms lay onto the mat. Bend your knees, plant your feet. And now keep the block behind your shoulders. Scoop your head up with your hands. So you're going to move the block out from under your head and then interlace your hands behind your head. Let your elbows fall wide. Take a big breath in, and then when you're ready, exhale, nod chin to chest, and lift into a little crunch, a little upper ab curl. So the back of the ribs press into that edge of the block. Inhale, peel open. Let your head rest heavy into your hands. Your elbows drop wide. Exhale, when you're ready, pull your belly button to your spine. Nod your chin to your chest, lifting up. Shh. Just 3 more like this. Starting to fire up through our center. Inhale, peeling open, extending over the block. Elbows wide, chest is broad. Exhale. Nod chin to chest. Peel all the way up. Shh. Belly button to spine. 2 more. Inhale over the block. Exhale to lift. And last round. Inhale, let your head drop into your hands and your elbows go wide. Exhale, lifting into your upper ab curl. Now stay here. Lift one leg to tabletop, then the other. Take your hands behind your legs and just give yourself a little rock up into boat pose. Good. Release your legs. Stay broad across your chest. Take an inhale. Exhale. Good. Lower down. Crisscross your ankles. Swing around to all fours. Maybe grab your blocks and just place them to the top edge of the mat to use later. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees, and then drop your belly down. Lift your head and your tailbone up to the sky. Squeeze your shoulder heads back, cow pose. Exhale, round your back. Push your shins down. Drop your head all the way. Feel your shoulder blades widen. Inhale, lift your head and tail high, cow pose. Exhale, round your back, pull your belly button to your spine, drive through your hands. One more time each way. Inhale, lift. And exhale to round. Settle into neutral. Reach your right arms up to the sky, peel open. Big breath in. Exhale, thread through just to a hover. So really reach your right hand through to the left. And then inhale, peel back up to the sky. Keep your left shoulder stacked over your left wrist. And again, reach through to the left, belly button in and up. One more. Inhale, peel open, twist open. And then slide your right arm all the way through. Bring your cheek down onto the mat. Option to walk your left hand forward and over to the right. Slide your hips to the right, rolling onto your right shoulder blade a little bit more. And then breathe. Continue to reach your hips away from your shoulders energetically and firmly root the back of your right arm down. 3 more cycles of breath. If it feels okay on your neck to very gently turn your head towards the sky, you can do that. So like your nose reaches to the ceiling, you're rolling onto the right shoulder blade even more. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale. Slide your left hand back next to your nose. Unwind all the way. So back up into the twist. Right arm reaches high and lower your right hand down, switching sides. Find neutral spine. Left arm reaches high. Keep your right shoulder over your wrist. Exhale, reach through to the right. Just to hover, and then inhale, peel back open, right shoulder over the wrist, big twist. Exhale, reach through. One more, inhale, peel open. Exhale, reach through, and then lower your left cheek all the way down. Option to walk that right hand forward, and then really snuggle your left shoulder blade under. Slide onto the left shoulder. Reach your hips away from the shoulders and then over towards the left. And then if it feels okay, you can also turn your gaze very gently up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Push your left arm firmly into the ground. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Slide your right hand back next to your nose. Unwind all the way so your left arm reaches back up to the sky, and then lower it down. Good. Grab a block, slide it between your inner upper thighs, and then walk your hands forward for puppy dog pose. So keep your hips right over your knees, spread your fingers out really wide, and then allow the forehead or perhaps the chin to touch the ground. Take a deep breath in, squeeze the block to help protect your center. Deep breath out. We have 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Big inhale. And slowly walk your hands back in. We're going to keep the block. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Squeeze the block firmly. Feel like your inner thighs are rotating in and almost like the block could shoot back behind you. Spin your inner elbows forward. Soften your knees. Tilt your sitting bones to the sky. Let your chest reach for your thighs. Then relax your neck as much as you can. Take a deep inhale. Deep exhale. Lift your heels high and then push them down towards the mat. Do that 2 more times. Your heels lift and lower. Last time, heels lift. Now scoop your tail under, ripple forward to high plank. Your shoulder blades widen as you go up and over. Really squeeze that block. Big breath in, gaze to top edge of the mat. And then exhale, squeeze the block, hips to the sky. Down dog, let the heels soften down as the block reaches behind you. Then lift your heels, scoop your tail under, and slowly unfurl to high plank, gazing to top edge of mat. Big breath in, squeeze the block, hips to the sky, heels drop down. One more, heels lift, tail scoops under, high plank. Big breath in, exhale, hips to the sky, down dog. Walk your hands to your feet at the back of the mat. Relax over your legs, opposite hand to opposite elbow, gently sway side to side. And then drop your hands to the earth. Again, squeeze the block. Roll yourself to stand, one vertebrae at a time, and then sweep your arms wide and high. Big breath in. Good. Wrap your right hand around your left wrist. Get taller. Side bend to the right. Go up and then over. You might gaze to the ceiling under that left arm. And lift. Switch the grip of the hands. Get tall, go up, and then over to the left. Squeeze the block, gazing up to the sky. Good. And lift to center. Cactus your elbows. Little standing back bend. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Arms reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Hands through prayer. Little bend in the knees. Inhale, lift up halfway so your hands touch your shins or your thighs, long lengthen spine, and then fold and just really let yourself get close to your legs. So just folding, draping forward, then walking out to high plank, please. Shoulders over your wrists, heels over your toes, and just hold. Squeeze that block, find your breath. Inhale, activate the glutes. Your head reaches away from your tail. Good. Drop your knees down. Take the block out, set it to the top edge of the mat. You're going to round your back, find a cat pose, scoot your hands like an inch forward of your shoulders, and then slide your hips towards your heels. Find a little deeper stretch through your low back, then lifting up, you're rippling forward through your angry cat position, scoop your tail under, and then you're landing in a bit of an up dog. So keep your core really tight, take a little sway side to side here. Hug your shoulder heads back, and then nod your chin to your chest. Exhale, round your back, and then slide your hips towards your heels. Slowly rising up, we're going to do it again. So you're an angry cat. You scoop your tail under and slowly unfurl into your up dog-ish with your knees down. Sway a little side to side, opening up the hip creases. Round your back, nod chin to chest. You're coming out, and then one last round. Rippling forward, slowly scooping tail under, press the pubic bone forward. Now this time, push the tops of your feet into the earth and lift your thighs off of the mat. So you're in an up dog. Take another deep breath in, and then engage your core, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Reach your right leg high. Inhale, three-legged down dog. We're going to bend our knee and stack the right hip on top of the left one. Push a lot into your right hand. Puff your left armpit up towards the sky. Take another full deep inhale. Big exhale, knee to nose, core plank. And then step your right foot by your thumb. Drop your back knee down and sweep your arms to the sky. Hug your right heel and your left knee towards each other. Unassisted twist. Take your left arm forward, your right arm back. Revolve here. So right hand to back of left thigh. Reach your left arm up, a little bit over. Inhale. Exhale, bring your left elbow outside your right thigh and your hands to prayer. Modified twisted crescent. Reach the crown of your head away from your tailbone and let that right shoulder blade slide back. Take another big breath in. Deep breath out, hands to frame your foot, half split. Flex your toes towards the sky. Point your right foot, push the foot into the mat, and then flex it. Do that one more time, point and flex. Then rebend your knee. Lift your left knee, you're in a lunge. Gaze forward, walk your hands forward, supported warrior 3. Blocks are great under your hands in this variation. Keep your outer left hip down, squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Inhale, lift across your chest a bit, and then exhale, round your back, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, round your back, knee to your nose. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round your back, knee to nose. 1 more. Inhale, reach. Round your back, knee to nose, hold, and then just set your left foot down next to your right one and fold over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway, long, lengthen spine. Exhale, fold down. Rise to stand, sweep your arms high, big breath in. Cactus your elbows, standing back bend. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, fold, a little bend in your knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back to high plank. Hold your plank, lower flat to your belly. Take a baby cobra. Squeeze your elbows in, engage the muscles in the back. Push the feet down. Good. Lower your chest. Press through all fours to downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Open your mouth. Sigh your breath out. Sweep your left leg high to the sky. Slowly bend your knee and stack your left hip on top of the right one. Take another full breath in. Push into your left hand. Puff your right armpit to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, step your left foot by your thumb. Drop your right knee to the mat. Sweep your arms high to the sky. Hug your left heel and right knee towards each other. Big breath in, unassisted twist. Right arm forward, left arm back into revolved modified crescent. The right arm reaches up and back. Your left hand's on your right hamstring. Rising up, hook your right elbow outside your left knee. Bring your hands to prayer. Push your palms together. Lengthen the crown of the head away from the tailbone. Take 3 rounds of breath here. Push your elbow into your leg and your leg back into your elbow. 2 more rounds. In and out. 1 more. Deep inhale. Lower your hands, frame your foot, straighten your left leg, flex your foot, and then point your toes. Flex, point, flex, hold, big inhale. Exhale. Rebend your left knee, lift your right one. Hands walk forward, supported warrior 3. Use your blocks. Outer right hip down. Take an inhale. Reach the top of your head away from your tailbone and then round your back. Bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, rounding the back, knee to nose. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Last time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Hold for a moment and then set your right foot next to your left one. Melt forward over your legs and then tuck your chin into your chest and roll to stand. Inhale, sweep your arms wide and high. Big breath in. Lift your heart. Cactus your elbows. Standing back bend. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway, long, flat back. Exhale, step back, high plank to move through your chaturanga. Right? Any variation that works for you. To cobra or up dog. To downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose. Open your mouth, big exhale. Sigh it out. When you're ready, sweep your right leg high to the sky. 3-legged down dog. Bend your knee. Stack your right hip on top of the left one. Push into your right hand. Reach your right knee high. Step your right foot by your thumb. Warrior 1. Ground your back heel down to 45 degrees. Sweep your arms high. Great. Inhale, root through all 4 corners of your right foot. Now bring your left arm under, your right arm over for eagle arms. Push the forearms gently away from your nose. Tip your fingertips to the sky. Lift your chest, and then round your back and just dive your elbows towards your belly button. So not quite a humbled warrior. Inhale, lift back up. We'll get there. Exhale, round. Shh. One more time. Inhale to lift. Little back bend. Exhale, dive the elbows into the belly button. Inhale to lift, release your eagle arms, sweep the arms back to the sky, then interlace them behind your tailbone. Puff your chest up, slide your hands down the back of your left thigh, humble your warrior. Chest comes inside the right thigh. Push into your right heel. Hug your outer right hip back. Take another deep inhale. Big exhale. Full breath in. Full breath out. Squeeze your right glute. Rise up. Sweep your arms high. Exhale. Hands come down. Scooch that left heel back so it's over your left toes. Drop your left knee. Reach your right arm to the sky, then turn your right toes out 45 degrees. Quad stretch. Bend your back knee. Reach for your foot. Back your butt up to your heel. Peel your right shoulder blade back so you're reaching your ribs away from your pelvis. 3 rounds of breath in and out. Imagine you're squishing the mat up between your right heel and your left knee. Notice the quality of your breath today. One more deep inhale. Release your left foot. Sweep your right arm back around. Take half split. So straighten out your right knee. Flex your toes to the sky. Rebend your right knee. Lift your left one. Crescent lunge. Arms lift. Hug the outer right hip back. Soften your left knee. Settle in. Hands to prayer. Lengthen forward. Exhale, hook left elbow outside your right thigh for twisted crescent. Palms press firmly. Make sure your right knee's directly over your heel. Peel that right shoulder blade back. Now, is your left hip dropping? Keep it up in line with the right one. 2 cycles of breath. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Deep breath in. Hands lower. Step to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, melt. Rise to stand. Sweep your arms high to the sky. Big breath in. You can let your hips reach a little forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank, chaturanga. To an up dog or a baby cobra. To a downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth. Exhale. Sigh the breath out. Sweep your left leg high to the sky. Bend your knee. Stack your left hip on top of the right one. Push into your left hand. Puff your right armpit to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, step your left foot by your thumb, warrior one. Ground your back heel 45 degrees. Sweep your arms to the sky. Gently squaring your hips, top edge of mat. Good. We'll do right arm under, left arm over eagle arms. Push the forearms away from the nose. And then take a little back bend here. Lift your fingertips up. Exhale, round your back and bring your elbows into your belly button. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Shh. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Shh. Inhale, lift. Release the grip. Arms to the sky. Hands come down, interlaced with the opposite thumb on top, the one that feels a little funky. Puff your chest up, reach your hands down your right thigh, and then find your humbled warrior. Hug your outer left hip back as much as you can. Push down into your heel. Continue to squeeze your shoulder blades together. You have one more big inhale. Big exhale, rise up, hands release, reach high to the sky, and then hands come down. Scoot your right heel over your right toes, then drop your right knee. Turn your left toes out 45 degrees. Sweep your left arm up to the sky. Peel your left shoulder blade back, then bend your back knee, reach for your foot. Back your butt to your heel. Reach your ribs away from your pelvis. Then peel your left shoulder blade back. 2 cycles of breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Big breath in. Deep breath out. Release your foot. Half split. Sweep back around. Straighten your left knee. Bend your knee. Crescent lunge. Lift your right knee. Arms to the sky. Soft bend in your back knee. Hands to prayer. Lengthen your spine. Reach forward. Then rotate and hook your right elbow to catch outside your left knee. Now keep your shoulder blades squeezing together. Reach your right heel away from you. Reach to the top of your head away from your tail. And then start to really twist and stack your left shoulder on top of the right while you keep lifting your right hip to the sky. 2 more rounds of breath. One more big inhale. Hands come down, frame your foot, step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Let's tuck the chin to the chest and roll to stand nice and slow. Then sweep your arms wide and high, big breath in. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Step back to downward facing dog. And then lift your heels, scoop your tail under, and ripple to high plank. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Breathe in. Open your mouth. Breathe out. Neck is relaxed. Head is heavy. Reach your right leg high to the sky. Deep breath in. Bend your knee. Stack your hip. Draw some big circles with your right knee. Out and around. We'll do 2 in each direction. Switch when you're ready. Go the other way. Good. Step your right foot by your thumb. Warrior 2. Ground your back heel. Windmill open. Settle in. Lengthen your tail. Maybe you get a little deeper, take up a little more space, and then radiant warrior. Reach your right arm up and back. Keep bending deeply into your right knee, gazing up to the sky. Take another full breath in. Extended side angle. Float your elbow to your thigh. Left arm to the sky. And just peel that left shoulder back. Maybe you sweep your left arm to the top edge of the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Rise up, radiant triangle. Straighten your right knee. Sweep your right arm up and back. Deep breath in. Triangle pose. Rise up. Reach forward, eventually letting your hand melt to your ankle, your shin, or your thigh. Extend the crown of your head away from your tail, and then peel the left shoulder and hip back. You have one more. Big inhale. Deep exhale. Warrior 2, gaze forward, windmill your arms down, frame your foot, 3-legged down dog, reach your right leg to the sky. Now bend your knee, stack your hip once again, then flip your dog. Lift your left heel, let it melt down, drop your right toes, lift your hips in your heart. Inhale, exhale, gaze back to the mat, unwind to down dog, take your flow. Ripple forward, chaturanga with control. Lift the heart. Up dog. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Open your mouth. Exhale. Breathe out. Left leg to the sky. Bend your knee. Stack your hip. Push your left hand down a lot. Draw big circles with your left knee. Let's do 2 in each direction. Reverse. One more. And then warrior 2. Step your left foot by your thumb. Windmill open. Settle in. Get a little deeper. Good. Reach your arms long. Radiant warrior. Sweep your left arm up and back. Big breath in. Extended side angle. Elbow to your thigh. Sweep your right arm to the sky. And then lengthen from crown of head to tail. And then maybe you bend a little deeper into your left knee. Peel your right shoulder blade back. Maybe your right arm sweeps to top edge of mat. Take one more big breath in. Big breath out, radiant triangle. Rise up, sweep your left arm up and back. Triangle pose. Hinge, reach forward. Let your hand melt to your ankle, your shin, your block. Lengthen from crown of head to tail. Peel that right shoulder and hip back. You have another full breath in. Little squeeze to your glutes. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Rise up, gaze forward, windmill hands down, frame foot, three-legged down dog. Bend your knees, stack your hip again. Flip your dog if that's in your practice. Drop your right heel. Stack your right shoulder over your wrist. Lift your hips and heart. Inhale. Gaze back to the mat. Unwind. Downward facing dog. Vinyasa. Ripple forward. Chaturanga. Up dog. To downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open your mouth. Big breath out. Great. Walk your hands to your feet at the back of your mat. Tuck your chin to your chest. Roll to stand. Take a shoulder roll up and back. Grab your mat. We're going to use the wall for half moon. And we're going to use it a little bit differently. So you're going to line your mat up with the long way. You actually don't even have to take your mat if that's just a lot of rearranging. But just find a wall. Bring a block. Let's line our right hip up with the wall. Your foot will be like an inch or so away from the wall. Hinge at the hips and place your right hand directly under your shoulder. Now, there's a little bend in your knees. Put weight fully into your right heel. Bend your left knee, hug your heel to your glute. And then extend your left leg back. Flex your foot. You're lining your torso up and your left leg up with the wall. So you can push your left shoulder and hip firmly back. And you can really feel what it's like to truly stack, right? The wall can be so helpful here for feedback. Take another deep inhale. Deep exhale. Now to challenge your balance, float your hand off the block and bring it to your heart. You have 2 more rounds of breath in and out. 1 more big inhale. And then just slowly come out. And we're going to switch sides. So turning around, lining your left hip up with the wall. Hinge from your hips, lower your left hand under your shoulder. Bring your weight into your left foot so you can bend your right knee, hug your heel to your glute. Peel your hips open and then lean back into the wall. Your left foot should be relatively close to the wall, not quite touching though. Push your right shoulder and right hip firmly back. Reach your right heel away from you. Big breath in. Big breath out. Shh. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more rounds. Maybe you float your left hand to your heart to test your balance. 1 more big breath in. Exhale, just lower your leg down. Whew. Next to the left one. Fold forward over your legs, shake your head out, yes and no. And then roll yourself back up to stand. Take a shoulder roll up and back. Move back to the center of the room or away from your wall. Great. Step to the very top edge of your mat, please. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet apart for a malasana. Heels in, toes out, bend your knees lower down. Bring your elbows to your inner knees. Push your palms together, lengthen the top of your head to the sky, and drop your tailbone down. So take a nice big breath in. Big breath out. Extend your right fingers to the side for stargazer. So your right knee and arm are connected. Sweep your left arm high. Big breath in. Now you can turn this into a bind. Bend both elbows and interlace the hands. So the right elbow is scooping up the right knee. From there, roll that left shoulder back. Drop your left sitting bone a little more. Big breath in. Big breath out, release, re-extend the arms, come through prayer and center, other side. Your left hand goes out to the side. Push your arm and leg together. Then bend both elbows, interlace your hands, peel your right shoulder blade back, and drop that right sitting bone towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale, one more big breath in. Re-extend your arms out long and then hands to prayer. Forward fold. Heel toe your feet in or hips distance. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back, high plank. Move through chaturanga. To your up dog or baby cobra. To your downward facing dog. Big deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth. Sigh your breath out. Inhale, reach your right leg high to the sky, three-legged down dog. Knee to nose, core plank, round your back, slide your thigh into your belly. Inhale, reach your leg back. Exhale, knee to nose, and then crisscross your down dog, right foot in front of left. Squeeze your inner thighs. Really squeeze your legs together as you tip your sitting bones towards the sky. Take another full breath in. A full breath out, knee to nose, core plank, and then just drop your right knee down for half pigeon. So you're going to scoot that left leg back, make sure it lines up with your left hip crease. Hips stay square like a crescent lunge. Puff your chest up, hug your inner thighs towards each other, and then exhale to fold forward. Support yourself with a block under your hip or your forehead, and we'll take 10 full cycles of breath. Inhale. And an exhale. Really drop in. If you want to go deeper, you can always scoot that left leg back. Be really mindful of the right knee. Observe the quality of your breath. Observe whatever sensations you're experiencing. Five more rounds. When you're ready, push into your hands. You're going to sit into your right hip and gently slide that left leg around. You're going to take shoelace pose. So you're going to slide that left heel outside your right glute. Bend your right knee. So your knees are stacked. You're going to flex your feet and find your sitting bones. So you're sitting up really tall. Take an inhale. Exhale, just round your way forward. You can walk your hands forward. Keep your hips fully connected to the earth. And it's okay if the knees don't quite touch or if you can't round forward at all. Don't worry about it, right? As long as you're experiencing some opening through your hips, you're doing exactly what you need. Take 3 cycles of breath. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Big inhale. Deep exhale. Last round, big breath in. Big breath out. Press into your hands, rise up. Hands behind your hips, uncross your legs and let them sway side to side. Good, just relaxing out through your hips. And then one more variation here. You're going to extend your left leg out to straight. Bring your right foot to your inner left thigh. So your hips are square here. Flex your left foot. Reach your left hand to your foot. Sweep your right arm up and over. Now, option to lower your forearm to a block or the earth inside your right shin. Take a big breath in. Now, if you happen to be really open in your side and you can reach for your right big toe, you can hold on to your big toe as long as we're not letting the chest fall forward, right? So we really want to have that right shoulder blade peeling back and keep your right sitting bone rooting down. You have one more big inhale. Exhale, rise up, lower your right hand back and out to the side. You're going to push into your right knee and left heel, and then peel your hips up to the sky. Keep circling your arm as you lower back down. Good. And then swing your legs around. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Ripple forward, high plank. When you're ready, chaturanga. Lift to up dog. And downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth. Sigh it out. Sweep your left leg high to the sky. Three-legged down dog. Knee to nose. Core plank. Inhale to reach. Knee to nose. Core plank. Crisscross your down dog. Left foot in front of the right one. Squeeze your inner thighs as you tip your sitting bones towards the sky. Take another full breath in. A full breath out. Bring your left knee to your nose, then drop your knee outside your left wrist for half pigeon on this side. Scoot your right leg back as far as you can, as far as feels good today. Puff your chest up, hug your outer left hip back, and then fold. Use your blocks in any way you need to. And just observe, once again, whatever sensations are coursing through the body. And notice if this side feels totally different than the first side. That's very common. We're asymmetrical. But there's no need to feel like there's something wrong with one side or the other. We're simply giving ourselves the opportunity to observe. Relax between the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. 5 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. For 4. And 3. And 2. One more big inhale. Deep exhale. Press yourself up. Let your weight fall into your left hip as you swing your right leg around. Tuck that right foot by your left sitting bone so you can cross the knees for shoelace. So flex both feet, feel both sitting bones root down. Sit on a block if you need to, puff your chest up, and then fold forward when you're ready. Remember, folding can be half an inch, or really rounding and falling over the legs. Deep breath in, deep breath out, just softening into the shape. Inhale. And an exhale, flex your feet quite a bit. For 4. And 3. 2. Last big breath in. Big breath out. Rise up. Uncross your legs. Take your hands behind you and let the knees windshield wiper back and forth. All the way to one side, all the way to the other. And then we'll come to our side bend. Extend your right leg out long. Bring the bottom of your left foot to your right inner thigh. Hips stay square. Reach to that right foot as you sweep your left arm up and over. Maybe your forearm touches the earth. Maybe your left hand reaches for your right big toe. Really important, though, to keep your left sitting bone rooted down into the mat. Peel your left shoulder blade back. 2 more rounds of breath in. Out. One more big inhale. Exhale. Rise up. Lower your left hand back behind you. Lift your hips. Push into your left knee and right heel. And then lowering back down. Finishing a big circle with your right arm. Good. Swing your legs around. Find your way to downward facing dog. Hips to the sky. Take a nice deep inhale. Open your mouth. Big exhale. ripple forward. Lift your heels, scoop your tail under. High plank, chaturanga, broad chest. Lift your heart to up dog. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Sigh it out. Drop down to all fours. Lift your head and tail, cow pose. Push your hands and shins into the mat. Exhale, round your back for cat and drive through your hands. Feel your shoulder blades widen. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Child's pose. Big toes to touch, knees wide, hips to your heels. Relax your heart to the earth. Inhale, walk your hands to the right side, bend your right elbow, push your hand into the mat. Sweep your left hand across and then spin onto the pinky edge side of your left arm. Let your left ear rest on your bicep and then push your right hand down so you're pushing your hips and the left side of the body towards the left. Inhale. Exhale, other side, crawl through center, bend your left elbow, sweep your right hand all the way across, spin onto the pinky edge side of your right arm, right ear to bicep as you push your hips and your shoulders off to the right side. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands back to center. Rise all the way up. Swing your legs through. We're going to lay down on our back today. Bring a block with you, please. Great. Bring your knees into your chest. Sway a little bit side to side for a second. And then we're going to take bridge with a block between the inner thighs. So go ahead and squeeze the block on its thinnest level. Push your arms firmly into the ground. Scoot the shoulders away from the ears. And then slowly peel up into a bridge. Inhale. Reach your knees away from your shoulders. Squeeze the block quite a bit. Chin off of chest. Glutes are active. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's hold for 4 more cycles. In through your nose. Out through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. When you feel ready, slowly melt your hips all the way down to the mat. Take a deep breath in stillness, just neutralize. And then exhale, slowly lift back up into a second round of bridge. Squeeze the block, puff the chest up. Let the knees reach away from the shoulders. Big inhale. Big exhale. Active through your posterior chain. 2 more breath cycles. 1 more inhale. And then melt your way down nice and slow. Take the block out. Hug your knees into your chest. And I'll suggest a plow today into a shoulder stand. So for plow pose, you're going to push your upper arm bones into the mat. Then you're going to tip yourself up and over until your toes are overhead. They don't have to touch the ground. That's just an option. Place your hands on your low back, or really just catching your hips. Take another big inhale and then lift one leg and then the other to the sky. Now, if you have any neck or upper spine issues, just use a block under your hips to support you. Push your upper arm bones down. Really lift your feet high to the sky. So pushing the upper arm bones down is going to help support pressure on the neck. Take another deep inhale. Deep exhale. 2 more rounds. Softening the legs, letting the blood drop down towards the heart. 1 more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lower one leg and then the other back to plow. The feet do not have to touch the ground. Extend your arms out long on the mat. Push your arms down firmly as you slowly unfurl. And then just bend your knees, plant your feet. Bring your feet as wide as the mat and let your knees knock in. Scoot your shoulders away from your ears and then just let your spine neutralize. It's lots of flexion. It's a lot of deep rounding for the spine. So just letting your body relax down into the mat. Open your arms out to a T. High five the ground. Cross your right leg over your left leg. Let your thighs touch. And then bring your knees into your chest and drop your legs to the left side. Scoot your left shoulder blade a little more left and then reach your right arm up and out, letting your right shoulder just melt down towards the ground. Use your exhale to go deeper so we're not forcing, we're just gently exhaling and softening. Float your knees through center, uncross your legs, recross with the left leg on top. Hug the knees towards the chest and then drop them to the right. Scoot your right shoulder blade right and then drop your gaze to the left as your left hand pushes firmly into the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Take one more round. Breathe in through your nose. Big exhale out of your mouth. Roll onto your back, uncross your legs. Happy baby pose, arms between your knees. Hold the outer edges of your feet and then stack your heels right over your knees. Now push your hips, your ribs into the mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then push your feet into your hands and your hands into your feet. Settle in. Inhale. Exhale, maybe you sway a little side to side. Our final shape today is really rooting down, anchoring into the ground. Maybe you straighten a leg, then the other. One more round of breath. Give yourself a hug, nose to knees, and then extending out for your final rest. Let your toes wave off to the sides. Your arms are heavy into the ground. Adjust your shoulders away from your ears. And we have 4 minutes of Shavasana today. So just really giving yourself permission to release, relax, and enjoy this reset and refresh. when you feel ready, begin to deepen your breath. Bring small, gentle movements into your fingers and your toes. Take a full body stretch, reaching the hands away from the feet. Curl to one side. Let your head rest on your upper arm and your knees. Just curl gently into your chest. Use your hands to press up to a comfortable seated position. Sit up as tall as you can. Let your hands rest on your knees. Drop your chin to your chest. And then draw some circles here with your head. Pin your shoulder blades back and down. As your head, we isolate this action in the head and the neck. Reverse those, go the other way. Continuing to very gently, compassionately awaken the body. When you're ready, lift your head to center. Bring your hands to prayer or on your heart. Sit up as tall as you can. Take a final deep inhale. Sigh the breath out. Let your chin bow down and find gratitude for your health and for taking the time to step onto your mat. I bow to you with so much love and appreciation for being here today. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you perhaps next week in person, if not another time.